Hi everyone, welcome to my new video. Most of the students requested me to please update a video on LCM and greatest common factor. And then I'm going to show you today how to find greatest common factor and least common multiple between the numbers. Let's take a first example. Suppose we have a following numbers 24, 30. And I will show you both how to find greatest common factor and also least common multiple with the easiest method, and that method would be applicable for any question. Okay, what is the first step? Whenever they want us to find greatest common factor and least common multiple, always make a factor of the given numbers. Let's start 24. What is my strategy? I would like to start the best way. If you will also follow the same thing, try to divide that number with the lowest number, and the lowest number in the timetable is 2 if we can. Since we can divide 24 with 2 because 2 is the lowest number, so let's go with that. And get 12, and then divide 12 by 2, you will get 6, and then divide 6 by 2, you will get 3, and then we can't divide 3 with a table of 2, so you have to divide 3 with 3, and you'll get 1. Once you get 1, you will have to stop there. And then these numbers which we got there, these are the factors of the given number. So factors of 24 is, these are the just factors, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And if you have to write that into a power form, how we can write into a power form or exponent form? We have 3 2's, so write 2 to the power 3 because we have 3 2's, and we have only 1 3, so that would be 3 to the power 1. All right, keep that into a box because we have to use that. Let's take the second number which they gave us, 30. Let's divide that by 2. 15. Let's divide that by 3. 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Once we get 1, we have to stop again. And then these numbers are the factors of 30. And what are the factors of 30 we got? 2 times 3 times 5. So we have only one number, so just write into a power as 1 1 1 1. All right, now what is the next step, which is the main step after making a factors? First, I will show you how to find G.C.F, okay? So if you have to find G.C.F, up to that step, it's common for both G.C.F and L.C.M. We have to find factors for both, whether you are finding G.C.F or you're finding least common multiple. After that, what is the change? So if you see this box, factors of that number, and this box, factors of 30, what are the common number between these two? So common number is we have 2 there, we have 2 there. So 2 is common in both boxes. So you will write this 2 there. Is there is any other number common? Yes, 3 is also common. 3 is there and 3 is there. So you write times and 3 there. We have 5 there, but we don't have 5 there. So we can't write 5 there. We have to write only common numbers in both boxes, which is just 2 and 3. After writing the common number, what is the next step? Since we are finding greatest common factor, so we will put the least power. So you go to the box, what is the power of 2 here? 3. And what is the power of 2 here? 1. So which power is minimum, 3 or 1? Obviously 1 is minimum, so that the minimum power you will put there. And what is the minimum power of 3? So what is the power of 3 here? 1. And what is the power of 3 here is 1. So both power are same and both are just 1 1. So you write 1 there. And that would be 6. That's how you can find greatest common factor of any two numbers. Always remember minimum power, the lowest power which is present in boxes. So here power is 3, here power is 1, so you have to put 1 there. All right, so that is the way to find GCF. And what is the other way? And what is the second thing? Least common multiple. So what we have to do, if we have to find least common multiple, all right. So in GCF, we are just writing the common numbers, which is just 2 and 3. In LCM, we will write all the numbers which we got. So let's start from there and let's see what is the meaning of that. So we have 2 there. So write 2 there, multiplying. And then you have 3 there, you will write 3 there. And then we have 2 here, we already wrote 2 there, so you don't have to write that again. And then here we have 3, we already wrote 3, so you don't have to write that again. And then you have 5 there, so you will write 5 there. So in least common multiple, we are not bothering about what numbers are common, just all the numbers which we got, all the different numbers we got, put it there. And it is other way around. In greatest common factor, we were writing the least power, and the least common multiple, we will write the maximum power. Least means maximum power, greater means minimum power, other way around. All right, so what is the maximum power of 2? Come back to the box. Here power of 2 is 3, and here power of 2 is 1. So what is the maximum power? 3. So write 2 to the power 3 there. And what is the power of 3 here? 1. And what is the power of 3 here? 1. So what is the maximum power of 3? We can put just 1. And what is the maximum power of 5 is 1. So write 1 there. And then we will solve it. 2 to the power 3 means 2 times 2 times 2, 8 times 3 times 5. So which is 15 times 8. 15 times 8 is 105, I guess. Yes. I think it's 120. Yeah, sorry, 120. Yeah. 15 times 120. 7 is 105. Yeah. Let's take another example of finding GCF and LCM quickly. Suppose we have a number 40 and you can say 35. Let's find GCF and LCM of these two numbers. All right. So same thing, 40 megafactors of 40. So divide that by 2, you will get 20. Divide that by 2, you will get 10. Again, we can divide that by 2, you will get 5. Again, we can divide that by 5, you will get 1. So once you get 1, stop there. And then these are the factors of 40, right? So write 40 there and then 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. And then in power forms, what are the factors of 40? So we have 3 2's. So 2 to the power 3 times 5 to the power 1. And then you have 35. We make a factor of 35, which is 5. Can't divide with 2. We can't divide by 3. We can't divide by 4. We have to divide that by 5. So that's 7. And then 7 divided by 7 is 1. So what are the factors of 35 we have? Just 5 to the power 1 times 7 to the power 1. All right. Okay. Put that into a box. Put that into a box. And let's find GCF. So what is GCF? We have to write the common numbers between both boxes. So 2 is there, but there is no any 2. So 2 is not common. And then 5 is there, and 5 is there as well. So you write 5 there. 7 is there, but 7 is not there. So just 5 is there. And then after that, we have to write what is the minimum power of 5 in the boxes. Here power of 5 is 1, and here power of 5 is 1. So in both boxes, power of 5 is 1, 1. So let's just write 1 there, and then 5 to the power 1 is just 5. So that is the greatest common factor of 40 and 35. And then we find LCM. To find LCM, we write all the numbers which we got in the boxes of the factors. So first number we got 2, so we write 2 there. Second number you got 5, so you write 5 there. And then in that box, first number is 5. We already wrote that here, and then 7. And then we have to write the maximum power. Maximum power of 2 is 3 in both the boxes because there is no any 2, 3. What is the maximum power of 5? We have just 1, and maximum power of 7 is 1. It would be 2 to the power 3 is 8, 5 times 7 is 35, and then 35 times 8 is 280. So that is L.C.M. All right, so this is the way to find L.C.M. and G.C.F. of any two numbers. And just want to mention you one thing at the end. It's a very important concept. Let us multiply least common multiple and G.C.F. of these two numbers together. Let's see what we will get. So least common multiple is 280. Multiply by that with G.C.F. of these two numbers. So 280 times 5 is 1400. And then also multiply the numbers together. So what are the numbers we have? 40 and 35. So just multiply 40 and 35. And that would be also 1400. See, that's the beauty. So product of the given numbers is also equal to product of their L.C.M. and greatest common factor. Yeah, most of the teachers skip that part. I just want to mention. So product of two numbers, so product of the two given numbers is always equal to product of its their own L.C.M. and G.C.F. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that. Enjoy. Have fun. Mathematics is easy. Thank you.